All right, so I've shared the screen. You would be able to see that in some time. So we'll talk about chapter 6, that is series, and so now 20. So this is the expansion of this to the power 3 Pascal trial. Okay, now I have to do the one part B. It says 5 minus x to the power 4. And I want all of you to try this. Okay, please. I will ask any one of you, and please do not leave the meeting now. It's okay if you're not able to understand this, but just do it. And if you're not able to, just tell me. Can you please explain it? Okay, wait. Do not try this example. Wait a second. Let me just explain this again, and then you can try it on your own. Okay, look. Right. Now, Vishal, let's say that this is the question. Okay. How do we do it? They want you to do it through the Pascal's triangle method. So first you will make the Pascal's triangle. First term is 1. Then the second row has 1, 1. The third row has 1, then 2, and then 1, right? Like you are getting 2 because of this. Then the third row would have 1 and 1 at the two ends. The coefficients, this and this are coming this way, 1 plus 2 and 2 plus 1. Okay. That is how we make the Pascal's triangle. Okay. Now, how are we doing it? Once we have the coefficients 1, 3, 3, and 1, that is good. And what about these terms? So I will write this term first, 3x, 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 and 3x here as well. I did not write it, you'll know why, okay? And now 3x to the power 3, because n is 3 in this case, then 3x to the power 2, I'm decreasing the power of 3x by 1, okay? 3x squared, 3x, and then here I have 3x to the power 0, but since that is 1, so I did not write it, okay? Then I'll write down the second term, 2, 2, 2, and 2. So initially the power of 2 is 0. It starts with 0 and it increases by 1. Then 2 to the power 1, 2 to the power 2, and 2 to the power 3, okay? Now, since 2 to the power 0 is 1, so I did not write that down. I've just expanded this. So 3 cube is 27, x cube. 3 into 3 square is 27 into 2, that is 54, x square. Then 3 into 3 is 9, into 4 is 36, x, and then 2 cube is 8. So that is how we do it, okay? I hope that you have understood this now. For the second part, I want you to do 5 minus 2x to the power 4. Okay, very good, Ishal. For this, I'll just give you some tips. First, you need to make the fourth row. Just do that. If you're not able to, ask me. Okay, do not waste your time. So it is n equals 4. And yeah, first and the last terms are 1. Baki, you can just, find them this way. Okay, that is it. I'll stay quiet now and I want you guys to do it. Okay, so I got one question and I would say that is an excellent question. What is happening over here? Let's do this example together because we have a different sign, okay? It's okay that if you're able to do it, that's really good, but let's just do it. Very good question, Haris. This time around, we have a minus sign. And if you remember, the example we did in the very beginning where we had a plus b to the power n, so things are according to positive sign. Okay, now remember, this is a rule in maths. If you have a formula in general that is for plus sign, you will think about this minus sign as it is with minus 2x. I'll tell you again, okay? So you can rewrite it as 5 plus minus 2x to the power 4. Now you have plus sign here, and only now you can think about the ways we have been solving these expansions using Pascal's triangle. Otherwise, you cannot, because we have not discussed anything with a negative sign, right? And this is how we do it. We take this minus with 2x, think about this as b, and think about this as a, and then we can expand it the way we do it. Okay, so try it now and you would be able to do it. Are you guys able to do it? Please tell me honestly. If not, then I will do it for you.
I've sent mine on the chat, ma'am.
On the chat.
Yeah, that is x
Okay, okay,
cubed,
okay.
not 2 times 4.
Okay, okay. I just give me 1 second. So 16 into 4. Okay. Very good, Haris. Munja, I don't understand your solution. Like, it's very different. So how have you done this? Like, you got 16 into 4.
Oh,
Wait,
no,
okay, let's do it. And yeah,
it's
yeah.
x to the power 4.
X to the, okay, okay, okay. Yeah, that is
Yeah,
okay.
I couldn't write,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
couldn't
okay,
write.
okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. I understand that. So
Okay.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. It's correct. It's correct. It's correct. Yes, it's correct. Thank you, Haris. Okay, so Haris was telling me that your solution is not in order, but it's right. Yeah, okay. Yeah, very good. Excellent, both of you. Okay, well done. Very good. So I assume that it is clear, but still, since I did not get any answer from Ishal and Gayatri, so I'll just do it quickly and then we'll talk about another concept from this chapter. Okay, and we have to be quick now. Okay, now what is this? It is n to the power. It is n equals 4. It is to the power 4, so n is 4. Step 1 is to write down the coefficients. Okay. So first and the last one would be 1. I've written those already. Then this one would be 4. 3 and 3 would be 6. This one would be 4. And these are the coefficients. So I'll directly write the coefficients first. This is going to be 1, plus 4 plus 6 plus 4 plus 1. Okay, I have written down the coefficients, then I'll write the first one, that is 5 to the power this one, that is 4, and then I will write this again, 5 to the power 3, then 5 to the power 2, then 5 to the power 1, and then 5 to the power 0. Okay, I'll write down this term now. So it is minus 2x to the power 0, minus 2x to the power 1, minus 2x to the power 2, minus 2x to the power 3, and then minus 2x to the power 4. Okay, so this term would be 1. This term would be 1 because they are to the power 0. I'll just simplify this. 5 to the power 4 is 625 minus. This minus is because of this minus. So it is minus, then 4 into 5 cube into 2. That would be 1000 into x. Then I again have minus, but I have square. So I would get plus sign. 6 into 5 square, that is 6 into 25 multiplied by 2 square, that is 4. So this would give me 600x square. Then again I have minus, this time it is cube. So I would get minus sign. And this is going to be 160x cube plus 2 to the power 4 is 16x to the power 4. So this is what I am going to get once I've expanded this. Okay, let's talk about another example. This time around we have a different concept which we need to discuss. I hope this is clear. Gayatri and Ashal did not respond, but I got 2 answers from Haris and Munja and they are correct. So yeah, okay, let's talk about the next thing. Okay, yeah, it's okay. Ishal is saying it's clear, and I hope it's clear with you as well, Gayatri. Let's see if I have. Yeah, okay, very good, Gayatri. Excellent. Okay. Now let's talk about another thing. Okay, I won't waste time, so I'll write the expansion for this example. So it says, example part A. It says expand 1 minus 2x to the power 5. Okay, you can practice that later. For now, I'll write down the answer because I need the first part for the second one, and it is going to be 1 minus 10x plus 40x square minus 80x cube plus 80x to the power 4 minus 32x to the power 5. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, so I've shared the screen again. I hope that you would be able to see that. Yes, this is what we are going to get through the expansion. Okay. The second part says, this is very important and you would certainly get a question of this type in your exam as well, right? So it says find the coefficient of x cube in the expansion of 3 plus 5x multiplied by 1 minus 2x to the power 5. Okay. Now, pehle we need to understand the concept. That is the main thing. And then we'll talk about how to do it. Okay. It says when you will expand 3 plus 5x into 1 minus 2x to the power 5, you will get different terms, right? Just like in the expansion of 1 minus 2x to the power 5, we got different terms. They want you to find the coefficient of x cube for this expansion. Okay, let's see what exactly is this. Okay, forget about the second part. Let's talk about the first part. What is the coefficient of x to the power 4 in this one? This is x to the power 4. So this is the coefficient of x to the power 4. So the answer would have been 80. What if I ask you, what is the coefficient of x? That is 10. Okay, because we have 10 written next to x. What is the constant term? Or what is the term that is without x? Okay, that is 1. What is the coefficient of x square? Can anyone tell me?
4040.
Very good. Very good. Excellent, Gayatri. And what is the coefficient of x to the power 5? Minus 32.
35.
Minus 32. Okay, it's 32. Okay. All right. So we know what exactly a coefficient is and how to find it. Okay. So this time around in part B, we have a different question. It is this one. It says find the coefficient of x cube in the expansion of this. Now for such questions, you don't have to multiply everything. Okay. I'll tell you. I'll write down 3 plus 5x as it is. And I'll write down the expansion of this 1 minus 10x plus 40x square minus 80x cube plus 80x4 minus 32x to the power 5. Okay. Now I am only interested in the coefficient of x cube. I need to see which terms are going to give me x cube. Okay. So let's talk about 3. When I'll multiply this 3 with minus 80x cube, this is going to give me x cube term. Okay. So I did not multiply 3 with 1, 3 with minus 10x, 3 with 40x square because I know that is not going to give me the answer. They did not ask us to expand this and, just find the expansion. They want us to find the coefficient of x cube. So for that, we need to be careful. Okay. We will not do extra working. We will do 3 into minus 80 x cube because this is giving me the x cube term, and plus let's see what else is going to give me the x cube term. Now this is 5x. I know that when I will multiply x with x square, that would give me x cube. So I will multiply 5x with 40x squared directly, and that would give me again the x cube term. X into x square is x cube. There's no point in multiplying 3 with 1, 3 with minus 10x, 5x with 1, 5 with minus 10x. We do not need that. Okay. So this would give me minus 240x cube plus 5 into 4 is 20. So that would be 200 x cube, and the answer is minus 40 x cube. So like once we have added these, we are getting minus 40. So the coefficient of x cube is minus 40, right? This is the answer. It is minus 40. So anything that you were not able to understand in this question, please tell me. Yes, please answer me. Gayatri, Haris, Ashal, Munjar, are you okay? Did you understand this completely?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so Gayatri is saying understood, Munjar is saying understood. Okay, and what about Haris and Ashal? Because honestly speaking, this is the most important question types, right? This you will come across these questions again and again. Okay, so Haris is saying it's clear. All right. Okay. Now, obviously, we will practice more of these types, but now I will switch to another method of expansion. Pascal's triangle is not a very good method, like it is good as long as the examiner wants you to use that method. Okay, if he is not telling you to use that method, you will not use that method. Okay, now I'll tell you a formula which we can use and find it directly. Okay, so I'll just write down one formula this time. I won't write down two formulas. Let's just keep less things. And yeah, so I discussed this in the last class as well, but this time around I'll do it again. So it is the second section, 6.2. This is binomial coefficients. And you'll see that we would be able to do things directly here. Okay, so I'll write down the formula. In the previous section, we had to make the Pascal's triangle and then write down the coefficients and then do all that, right? This time around, we have a formula. We'll be using that directly and find out everything, all the expansions. Okay. So it is again a plus b to the power n, just like the previous example. And this time around, we have nc0, a to the power n, b to the power 0, plus this thing is still same. You'll see that nc1, a to the power n minus 1, b to the power 1. Power of a is decreasing and power of b is increasing, plus nc2, a to the power n minus 2, b to the power 2, plus dot dot dot. We are not sure about what exactly n is, but the last term is going to have n c n b to the power n. So you would notice, obviously, again we are expanding. So things should be similar over here and in the Pascal's triangle method. Again, for the first term, we have a to the power n. In the last term, we have b to the power n. And you will see that, I'll just write it down directly, that nc0 is 1 and ncn is also 1. So this would be 1. This would also be 1, right? So this is how we can do it. Right. So this is a formula. I'll write down an example and let's see if we are able to understand it or not. Okay. So you have to find the first 4 terms in the expansion of 2 minus 3x to the power 10. This is the thing, okay? Now look at this. It has power 10. We know that this is going to have a good number of terms, right? I'll come to the number of terms later. So that is why they want you to find the first 4 terms only, right? So again, I'll just use this formula. The first one would be nc0. What is n? N is 10, okay? N is the power. So it is 10. 10 c0. What is a? This is a. I need to write it down again. It is 2 minus 3x to the power 10. Step 1 should be to eliminate the minus sign and write it down this way, just so we are able to do it properly. Now, what is n? N is the power. This is a and this minus 3x is b. So the power is 10. So it is going to be 10c0 a to the power n. So this means that 2 to the power 10 plus nc1, that is 10c1 a to the power n minus 1. So 2 to the power 10 minus 1, that is 9. And b to the power 1, b is minus 3x plus 10c2 a to the power n minus 2. So 2 to the power 8 and b to the power 2. And then we have 3 terms and the last term is 10c3 2 to the power 7 and minus 3x to the power 3. These are the first 4 terms. So this is going to be 1. 10 to the 2 to the power 10 is 1024. Then I have minus here, so this would be minus 10c1 is 10 into 2 to the power 9 into minus 3. You can use your calculators. 15360 x plus this is going to give me 103680x square minus 414720x cubed, right? Plus dot dot dot. We know that we would have more terms, but since the examiner wants us to find 4 terms only, so 1, 2, 3, and 4, right? So anything that you have not understood, please feel free to tell me. Yes, Munja, Haris, Ashal, Gayatri, please tell me, is this okay?
Yeah, it is, ma'am, for me.
Oh,
Thank you.
okay, very good. And what about you, Gayatri, Haris, Isha? Okay, Haris is saying okay, 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 yep. Very good. Okay, let's talk about a past paper question now. I'll write it down and I want you guys to do it, okay? So it is, when 1 minus x to the power 3 has power n, okay? When this is expanded, let's just keep the question simple. I'll just write down some words. So when this is expanded, the coefficient of x square is 4. Find n. Okay. Now I agree that I did not talk about such a question. I know. I'll just explain this. I'll give you 2 minutes. Think about it. If you're not able to do it, I'll do it for you. Okay. It says when this is expanded, we do not know what exactly n is, but they are telling you that the coefficient of x square is 4. So you need to find the value of n. Okay. So you can take some time, think about it, and if you're not able to do it, then I'll do it for you. I'm just writing this down for you. Okay. You might be needing this. Yeah, and that is it. You can do it now. Yes, any idea? Okay, it's okay. It's completely fine. I was not expecting, because obviously this is a difficult question and we have not discussed this. Let's do it now. Okay. So it says when 1 minus x to the power 3, when 1 minus x by 3 to the power n is expanded, the coefficient of x square is 4. Okay. Before talking about this question, I would like to rewrite the formula. Right now we know that I would get x square when I am going to write it down again. We have nc0, then 1 to the power n, and then minus x by 3 to the power 0 plus nc2, 1 to the power n minus 1, and then minus x by 3 to the power, this is 1 to the power 1, and then plus nc2, 1 to the power n minus 2 minus x by 3 to the power 2. Okay. Now I could have started directly from here, but since I'm explaining, I am only interested in finding out the coefficient of x square. Once I have the coefficient of x square, I'll equate it to 4 and I'll find out the value of n. Okay. Now what do we know? We know that this is how we expand it. So this is the first term. We do not have any x here. It is the constant term. Then this is the term which has x to the power 1, and this is the term which has x to the power 2. So I'll rub all the other ones and we'll talk about this one only. Okay, right. Now this is what I have. First, let's see how to write NC2. I'll use this. So if I use this, NC2 would be N into N minus 1. And we need to stop where? We need to stop at N minus R plus 2. So N minus 2 plus 1, that is N minus 1 divided by 2 factorial. Okay. Are you clear about this expansion of NC2? Please be honest and tell me. Okay. So it is going to be NC2 is N into N minus 1 divided by 2 factorial and then multiplied by 1 by 3 square, because we have 3 here, we have 2 here, minus x square would be x square, and 1 to the power anything is 1, right? So I will not write that down. So it is n into n minus 1 divided by 2 into 9 x square. Okay, so the coefficient of x square is 4. This means that this term is 4. N into n minus 1 divided by 2 into 9 is 4. Now I'll just make n the subject, and that is going to give me n into n minus 1 equals 4 into 2 into 9 is 18. And finally, I have n into n minus 1 equals 72. Now I'll just open this n into 1, that is n square minus n minus 72 equals 0. Think about two numbers such that when you will multiply them, you get 72. And when you add it, you get minus 1, right? So we need to do middle term breaking. N square minus n minus 72 equals 0. And the numbers are going to be minus 9n plus 8n, right? N square minus 9n plus 8n minus 72 equals 0. I'll take n common, n minus 9. I'll take 8 common, n minus 9 equals 0, and we are getting n minus 9 into n plus 8 equals 0. And this means that either n is 9 or n is minus 8. And since n is the power, and we have only seen how to expand the positive powers, so it is going to be n equals 9. Also in the question we had this thing that given that n is the positive integer, right? So I did not write that down, but because they have told us that n is a positive integer, that is why the answer is n equals 9. Now this is the last thing. I'll explain this again and then you can go, right? Okay. This was the question. This is a past paper question, so it's very important to try understanding this. In this question, we were told that this is a factor to the power n. It is expanded. We do not know what n is. The coefficient of x square is 4. We had to find the value of n. For this, we need to find the coefficient of x square in terms of n, which turned out to be this. We had to equate it to 4 and then we just, had a quadratic equation. We made factors and we got two values for n. One was 9 and the other one was -8. Okay. How did we get this factor, this coefficient of x square? So we know the binomial formula, the NC formula, the one in which we have NC0, a to the power n, b to the power 0, and so on, right? I knew that NC2 would give me the x squared thing, right? Because this is the b term, b is minus x by 3. So minus x by 3 to the power 2 will give me x square. So I will directly just write this term down, NC2, 1 to the power n minus 2, and then b to the power 2. I simplified this and I got this. So this is the coefficient of x square and in numbers it is 4. So I just equated them and yeah, finally I got n equals 9 and n equals -8. Since the examiner told me that n is a positive integer, that is why n equals 9 is the answer. So anything that you have not understood, please tell me honestly. Yes, Haris, Ashal, Munja, and Gayatri, please be honest. If you did not understand this, tell me. Is this example okay?
Yeah, it is okay. I think it's a matter of practice.
Yeah,
No
exactly. But
problem.
since this was a different question, we were practicing different types, and this was a different type of a question. That is why. But now it should be clear, right? Okay. So
Yeah,
Haris is
I
saying
do understand.
okay. So yeah, it's yes from 2. And what about you, Gayatri and Ashal? Please tell me. I'm waiting for your response. Okay.
Ma'am, do you have more questions of this as homework for
Yeah.
practice?
Okay. Sure. I'll send you. Don't worry.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. Okay, so I guess there are no more questions. So I'll end the meeting. I'll stop the recording and I'll send you some questions after the class.